In 1984, supermarket shoppers in Des Moines, Iowa, found something truly shocking in the dairy aisle. Milk cartons printed with the faces of 2 missing boys. And before long, the faces of these missing children were appearing on milk cartons across the US as part of a program developed by the US National Child Safety Council to generate public awareness and track down missing kids. So until 1984, people had never seen this happen before. Usually missing kids were on posters on the streets, they were in newspapers, but people had never actually seen them on milk cartons. And it was actually kind of a genius idea because think about how many times people go in the week to get milk. Milk is super popular, especially back in those times before there were like almond milk and all this new kind of milk. It was just regular milk cartons that people got like a few times a week. So to put missing children on an item that they know people would see was amazing. And think about every morning at breakfast when you pour your cereal, their faces are right there. They kind of start to just be embedded in your brain after you see them so often. So I feel like it's a great way to get these children noticed. But there also was something dark and sad about having the face of a missing child on a milk carton every morning. So let's talk about the very first child ever that was seen on a milk carton. His name was Eaton Patz. Patz was the first child to appear on the side of a milk carton, and his image and story would become one of the most well-known in the milk carton kids. He basically disappeared from Manhattan in 1979, and what's sad is it was the first time he had ever walked to the bus stop all by himself. Usually his parents would walk him there, and this was the first time they kind of gave him permission to walk all by himself. And his bus stop was only 2 blocks away from his house, so it's not like he was walking for like hours or half an hour. It really only took him maybe 10 minutes or less, but this 6-year-old never boarded the bus. Now, Patz had already been missing for 5 years before milk carton kids were even a thing. So by the time his face appeared on the first carton, he had already been missing for such a long time. So they weren't really sure if this would be effective for him, but they still tried to do it anyway. Unfortunately, he was never found and he was declared dead in 2001. So he was definitely one of the unsuccessful stories, which is super sad, but he was a huge part of history in being the first milk carton kid ever.